G'day guys, Greg here. Well, today I was going to talk a little bit about bamboo. Now, bamboo is a must for any garden if you want that beautiful tropical look. It's a gorgeous plant and it can grow under pretty much any condition. Now, there are a heap of different varieties of bamboo. They grow from 3 meters up to about 25 meters in height, and they've got spreading ones and clumping ones. Personally, I wouldn't go for a spreading bamboo. I've got one about 3 houses down from me and it's popping up in my yard, and it's basically a weed. But these ones here, as you can see, they're a clumping bamboo, and they'll stay in that sort of size clump. They'll probably spread out a little bit more. And as you can see, these ones here, they're planted about 3 meters apart, and they're all clumped together like that. Now, if you did want to use them as a screening or a hedge, you'd probably plant them about 3 to 5 feet apart, and they would eventually all join up and make a fantastic looking wall. But as you can see, in this tropical setting here, it looks absolutely beautiful. We've got palm trees at the back, strelitzias, bromeliads, roeo, and it just looks fantastic. Now, this bamboo behind me I planted probably 2 or 3 years ago, and it was only supposed to get to about 3 meters in height. It did sit at 3 meters for about a year, but it is now about 7 meters high. And that's just something you have to worry about. You can't help do anything about it. You could probably cut back the long, tall bits, but basically you might as well just give up and let it do what it's going to do. Now, this is a Balinese style garden, and as you can see, it really just fits in beautifully with that tropical look. Now, all the bamboo that I planted at this house has been planted in something called mushroom compost. And to me, mushroom compost is the ultimate for growing anything in. Actually, this whole garden that I'm walking through was all covered in mushroom compost when we started planting this garden out. And as you can see, it has thrived like beyond belief. And it's probably about 4 or 5 years old, but it has taken off in a big way. Now, I'll just show you this other bamboo that we planted. It's called a black bamboo, and as you can see, it's black. And you know, it's nice and big, nice and thick, nice and tall, and it is a beautiful specimen. There's some more over here that the dog just loves running around. And once again, there is a thick, thick carpet of leaves here. Now, the best thing I found for planting bamboo is putting it in a nice, rich compost. It does like clay. In fact, this whole area, this whole garden is clay underneath, and the garden is just thriving in it. But you can grow bamboo in pretty much any climate. If you were going to grow somewhere cold though, what I'd recommend is putting a heap of mulch over the top of the bamboo to keep that ground warm, because you don't want the bamboo freezing at all, because it won't tolerate that. But yeah, a nice thick layer of mulch will just help that bamboo grow and stay alive and keep warm, and you'll have that bamboo growing no problems. Now, bamboo does like a little bit of water, a little bit more than probably most other plants, but they do tolerate the dry pretty well as well. The only thing that you'll notice is if they do get dry, they'll start dropping their leaves, and well, there's nothing wrong with that because it makes this beautiful mulch cover all over the ground. It's a beautiful carpet effect. Well, you've heard some of the benefits of bamboo. Now for the downside of it. Well, it's winter here at the moment, and this pool here is planted right underneath bamboo, and it is a mess. Now, bamboo does drop its leaves in winter and in dry conditions, and expect a heavy carpet layer of bamboo leaves to be falling underneath the bamboo that you plant. Now, this was beautiful black stone that I put in not too long ago. And as you can see, it is really covered up there with the bamboo leaves. But the good thing about that is there's no weeds growing. It really does help the bamboo just keep the moisture in and keep it growing nice and tall. So to grow or not to grow bamboo? Well, if you've got the space for it, if you've got the height for it, then certainly go for it. You can stick it in pots. It will bust through the pot and pop out the sides and all that sort of stuff, so Whether to grow it in pots or not, that's up to you. But in the ground's always a great place for bamboo. Bamboo is a beautiful plant. It's very tropical, it's relaxing. You can use the big fronds later on if you want to cut them down and make some furniture or something. It's totally up to you. When to plant bamboo? Well, I wouldn't be planting it in the middle of winter if I lived somewhere very cold. I'd be waiting till spring to stick it in the ground, give it its best chance, and keep the water up to it for the first few weeks, and eventually it will just take over and survive on its own without any care whatsoever. Bamboo does make a nice natural fence. It looks great, but like I said, it does drop its leaves. So for me, bamboo is a beautiful plant. I probably wouldn't plant it too close to my house or pool, unless you want to be cleaning your gutters and your pool out all the time from the leaves that's dropping. But if you're willing to do that, then stick it anywhere you like, because it's a beautiful plant. No worries guys, well thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Greg the Gardener.